Okay, we should be back on all platforms now. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Twitch. Okay, well, those who missed the first, 15 minutes of the stream on YouTube, you didn't miss much. We just had a couple battles in a row where the enemy couldn't hurt us. And you're just in time, in fact, for the most interesting one we've had so far, honestly. So we're fighting this, this guy came out of a giant space hole, and we gotta kill him. And I bought a missile launcher. We want to, focus that on his shields. Set to auto. Okay, boarding party dealt with. Everybody back to stations. I think that's our missile out. No. In fact, I should have these guys not auto-fire until their shields are damaged. Come on. What is that guy? Pit Lord, 90 HP. And he can summon skeletons. There we go. Alright, let's get those shields down a little further. Oh wait, we actually could hit him because the this gun fires twice. I forgot. Oh. Okay, we dodged that one. And we got skeleton bones once again. That's an all-hands-on-deck kind of situation, I think. In fact, I'm going to come out of my cockpit and deal with this personally. Well, we missed, of course. Let's not auto-fire the missiles anymore, because I don't want to waste missiles. It seems like we've got this in the bag. He's just hanging out in there. There we go. A few supply containers survived the blast. You are able to retrieve one of them before the rest are lost to the void. Oxygen tank or fleshy reagents? Ritual materials. Well, in the Steam community page, I saw memes about how great the oxygen tank was, so I'll take that. The thing that stood watch dies without ceremony, as if this moment had already been decided. Ahead, the subspace rupture awaits. Increase game difficulty pass through the rupture. Hell yeah! You pass through the rupture. The galaxy stirs. The stars recoil. Gonna regret that. So, does this still... Yeah, so these guys can't use that. But this guy can. Oh, that's me. Right. Well, okay, now I don't need to breathe. Excellent. You drop in at the next jump point and are confronted by a pirate vessel. Their ship appears to be loaded with cargo collected from their former victims. Oh, well, it's gonna be mine now. Infiltrator, Husk, Corsair. Okay. He's got one shield and a putrefactor. This weapon is designed to fire solid shot made of highly corrosive materials designed to rapidly melt through starship plating while creating toxic vapors. Well, that sounds awful. And then an energy beam. Okay, so he can't actually hit us. Right? Number of shots 1. Yeah, he can't do anything. Okay. Well, send the boys over then. Is this the guy who has the gun? I want to send the guy who has the gun. I can't tell which guy has the gun. It's whatever. Alright, load him up. I said load him up. Oh, my system's powered down. We won't need the missiles. Load them up. Launch it. Where are we dropping? Probably in here. Straight into the treasure room. Oh, they missed. Your crew retrieves the contents of the storage vault, cryofoam, and scrap metal. It's a consumable that extinguishes all fire. Interesting. Gromkar is feeling the heat a little bit. Alright, get him off there. I think we've done what we came here to do. So now we just need to shut down their oxygen. Everybody back to stations. And then we'll just keep pounding on their oxygen, I think. To stop them from repairing it. I can also head over there personally. Okay, I think any further damage would, yeah, we just gotta wait for them to suffocate now. Unless they fix their oxygen. That takes a while. So let's see here. So he isn't... Now he is. A keeper of order, kept in constant pain via implanted psychoflagellants, such as the price of eternal vigilance against deviations from Imperial protocol. Okay. Fire resistance 90%. He's immune to fire. Ionized nearby system on kill. That's because of his gun. And what am I? Once a great lord of a distant colony, now reduced to wandering banditry. Yeah, there's no reason I couldn't just warp over there and start kicking ass. But we'll play it safe. Okay, you know what? I will warp over there and start kicking ass. Never mind. Handle this personally. Make sure we don't auto-fire, because that would be bad. Okay. The doors are the kind of door you have to actually bust through. That's fine, because my teleporter will be ready. Oh, no. He's decided to head into this room where I can easily kill him. There we go. The enemy crew has been killed. You search through the remains and find a few useful items. Warp on back over, and then get out of here. Oh. What about the cryofoam? So someone has to have the cryofoam on him. Can we put it on the robot? But I would rather he have the shield. Well... the cryofoam is more likely to come in handy just because he's, not usually sent into combat. There you go, Stargate. You approach the Stargate. Do I want to go to the Blood Cult sector or the Exclusion Zone? The Exclusion Zone sounds fun. Although, there being a big skull on it implies that it might not be a good place to go. But I guess we'll see. You arrive on the outskirts of an exclusion zone, a region of space demarcated by Imperial astrogation authorities as areas containing subspace anomalies of magnitudes greater than Class 6. The path ahead is long and treacherous, but those who come ready may find great rewards. Well, I'm not ready. I did not prepare for this. But there is a nexus of influence. There's a shaman. So my understanding is that only one shrine can be active, but we may as well check that one out. A damaged a damaged chromic interceptor drifts out from one of the rift storms scattered throughout the area. Attack. Kill. The voice coming through the comms is barely a croak. There is an ominous aura about it. Assist them sounds like a bad idea, but let's try it. Scans reveal a single occupant in poor health. You bring the wounded crewman aboard for treatment. Moments later, a chromic warship appears, seemingly out of nowhere. The deserter cowers aboard your ship. Hand him over, for he does not deserve the honor of perishing in battle. No, fuck you. You would fight in his stead? So much the better. I don't know, this guy seems like a pussy. Yeah. Okay, another guy who just can't hurt us. That's fine by me. Oh, hold up. He's got one of those things too. Okay, well, that's fine. So we'll keep our boys on hand to deal with that. Where's he headed? He's headed there. Should I send the robot to man the doors? I think that makes sense. I'm gonna warp on over there to stop him from fucking with my engines. No, you guys go into the room where the bad guy is. Is he gonna... If the, I was gonna say, if we sent the guy who has the ion gun to deal with that, would he ionize our own engines? I don't actually know. I can't remember. I think this is the guy who had... Yeah, this is the guy who had that, so we don't know. We do not know whether or not it works that way. Well... Did we just kill the guy working on the... No, he's got quite a few HP.
What's this game?
Welcome to the stream, Burnt Toasty 321. This is Void War.
Browsing.
Yeah, welcome. It's Void War, so it's FTL if you remember that game, but it's got some extra mechanics and it's set in a kind of a 40K like setting. You identify a few intact cargo containers among the wreckage. It's pretty fun. It just came out a couple. I think, yeah, just like less than a week ago. The wounded crewman has transformed into a shambling corpse. However, he seems to have retained his mental faculties and offers to join your crew. Okay. Thanks for, based Mr. Zombie. Thank Mr. Skeletal for good bones. Oh, does he leave fucking nasty fart clouds wherever he goes? You discover an abandoned shipyard. Just as you move closer to inspect it, a small pirate vessel shows up. Hands off that, I was here first. No, fuck you. Oh, we just killed him. So what is he... Constantly creates toxic gas. Yeah, he's got the fucking... galaxy gas wherever he goes. That's fucked up. Venting that out the ship. Here. You can fart out the window. Alright, Bone Shrine. Oh, he's suffocating. Okay, I got to let him puff his... he's a brat bro. He needs his fucking gas. A great mass of human bones is visible ahead. As you move closer, you realize it is an abandoned medical outpost, so covered with human remains as to be nearly unrecognizable. A death cult warship guards the entrance. Okay, so this guy, I need to close the window before this guy suffocates. Oh shit,
I haven't heard of FTL, but I just looked it up and it looks pretty interesting. Should I start with that game or this one?
I would start with FTL. FTL is a lot more tightly designed, and it's a super classic. This game is kind of a knockoff of it. So yeah, I would start with the original. But this game is pretty cool. Let's see here. So this guy has the Devastator beam. So I don't want to get hit with that. Cut through the strongest of shielding. Shield piercing 1.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And this guy can pierce 1 level of shield. Okay, so this guy can't actually hurt us. So that's not good. I also can't see what's going on inside his ship. However, let's see, is this guy... That guy's not immune to toxic gas. Do we have anyone who is immune to poison? No, these guys are immune to fire. I'm gonna try sending the Brat Bro. Oh, no, he only has 25 HP. In fact, yeah, I guess I can't really send him anywhere because he's so weak. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's focus here. So we'll shut down the boarding unit and load up the missile. And then we will take down his shields. Focus fire on them shields. Oh, he only has 1 shield pip, so he shouldn't be that able to stop us. Oh, this guy cannot rest. Okay. Okay, rather. Oh, he heals over time. Oh, well, this is actually a really good... This guy's actually a really good boarder. Okay. It's just that he kind of needs to do it on his own. Because of the fart gas. Okay. Breach the shields. So let's refocus on the weapon system. So, for those who just came in, we shot his shield unit. The shield unit would protect us from our shots, except I've destroyed it. And so now we're going to focus on destroying his weapons so he can't hurt us. But the next time we hit him, because he's at 1 HP, he dies. So you don't usually want to destroy ships. You usually want to kill the crew. And because killing the crew will give you more stuff, basically. Because you can tear the ship apart as it's intact rather than having to pick up the pieces. With the enemy ship neutralized, you approach the grisly outpost and discover a shrine within. Strangely, you hear the buzzing of flies, even though none are present. I don't think I want to pledge myself to the god of death. That seems like a bad idea. That seems like a bad guy thing to do. Let's head here. You exit subspace and find yourself dangerously close to a white-hot dwarf star. An Imperial transport ship idles silently in the distance, its crew having succumbed to the intense heat of the stellar mass. The situation is risky, but there may be material worth recovering aboard that ship. Let's search for an ambush before investigating. One of your crew is well acquainted with the ambushing techniques employed by the Raider clans. Under their direction, you conduct fine sensor sweeps to search for signs of a lurking Raider ship. On the sweep, you detect a previously undetected Raider vessel. Alarmed at their discovery, the Raiders flee. With the threat dissipated, you proceed toward the adrift transport ship. You board the vessel and recover a turret armament. Magnetic Pulse 1, Charge Time 12, Projectile 2, stuns crew in target room. Ew. Okay. Well, I mean, ain't nothing. I got no more juice to power it up. There's not going to be a shop for a while, so hold on. Let me upgrade our reactor. There we go. May as well just use all of our money. We'll also upgrade our oxygen, because it seemed like the oxygen refilled really slowly. We should get out of here. You take fire from an unidentified ship. You notice the strange energy coruscating across its hull, and understand it to be under the control of an infernal intelligence. Bloatmite. Okay, that sucks. So what do we do about this? Toxic gas. Well, I mean, my buddy here is immune to toxic gas, so that's fine. This ship is empty, but I do want to send somebody over to grab the maybe I'll just do that personally? Nah. Let's send this enforcer guy, because he doesn't seem to give a shit. He's in constant pain anyway. He's just like me, for real, for real. We don't need missiles, I don't think. He's got 2 shield pips. I think we have to destroy this guy. So we'll load, launch. And he's got to fight as well. Well, he doesn't have to fight. Oh, he doesn't have, he can't breathe over there. I didn't think about that. Okay, well, we may just have to recall him immediately. That's fine. Okay, just hold your breath. Are these guys fighting the thing? Yes, okay. Okay, now I need to get my guy out of there before the Phantom kills him. Okay, bring my guy back. And we are free to destroy the ship now. Okay. Got it figured out. We can close all doors. Oh yeah, he can't actually hurt us. Anomalous surge detected. That sounds bad. What's this gonna do? Ah. What? Okay, we'll go in there and deal with that. Yeah, just shoot it with your anti-anomaly gun, I guess. This guy is refusing to die. No, your station is there, actually. That's also a save station so that he actually, yeah. Don't pass through the nasty gas. What the hell's wrong with you? Alright, now it's just a matter of waiting for the enemy to die, basically. We took their storage vault. Oh, that's a new...
on boosters.ru@1
Well, that's not Stream Boo, so that's new. Okay, more mysterious hole thingies. He passed through the gas again, that's fine. If he just holds his... Being good at holding your breath is a really important thing in space. Why won't this guy remember that he's supposed to stand there and not stand in the fart room? I should probably juice up my oxygen system. Oh, they repaired their... Oh my god. Their shield. Okay, well they're just gonna keep poking mystery holes in my ship unless I finish this pretty quick. Okay, well I'm just gonna warp over there and beat up his shields manually. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait, is this the... This is the home of the demon that's controlling the thing, isn't it? Okay. So I just have to beat the shit out of that. Yeah. I should probably not shoot at the ship while I'm on it. That seems like maybe not the wisest idea. Should probably head home. There we go. So that does not... I was kind of hoping that breaking that would end the battle, but it does not. I should probably be smarter about how I time these.
FTL resembles Star Trek in its setting, and you play as the Federation.
Yeah. With debris scattered across the area, you sift through the remains and recover a modest amount of salvageable items. Do we want the energy beam or the missile template graviton bomb? Well, that sounds terrible, so we'll take the energy beam. Okay. We got the juice for it. Okay, I think we're in a pretty good spot. It would be cool if someone cleaned up that bloodstain, though. Let's head to the shipyard. An abandoned shipyard floats into view. It appears to be a safe place to rest. Well, our guys are pretty torn up, but I think they'll just fix themselves, so I guess we'll make another servitor. Sure. Alright. Are there any more crewable stations? Yes, there are. Yes, there are. Okay. Let's save stations. Okay. Oh, another one of these. A derelict ship drifts into view. It suddenly lurches into action as putrid energy spread across its hull. You prepare for battle as the possessed ship orients its guns at you. Okay, he's got one shield pip. I'm just gonna warp over there personally. Just grab the goodies. Macro Lance. There we go. And then focus everything on the shields, because he can't hurt us, yeah. We'll do that. Well, okay, we want to save up our beam. Because you need the shields to be down for the beam to do anything. There we go. Okay, like so. There we go. Get beamed. And now we can beam him all we want. And the next time... Oh yeah, he's already dead. Now there's more of this bullshit. Theta is suffocating, which isn't great. Okay, the subspace maelstrom subsides. What did we get? The Macro Lance. The largest of all lances, Macro Lances are designed to quickly achieve decisive terminal effects on target. Required power 2. Okay, we'll replace the crew stunner. Does this do... It's not clear what... It's not clear if that does, like, EMP damage or it just stuns crew. I don't know. We also can't power the beam and the lance at the same time now. Why? Why can't I turn on my lance? Why can't I use it? What? Okay. A demon-possessed starship emerges on your flank and opens fire. Terror amplifier. That sounds bad. Skeleton? So if I... No. Yeah, okay. So why can't I turn my lance on? I don't understand. Starts fights pre-charged. Required power 2. I don't get it. Why won't it turn on? Okay, well. Focus down the shields. I guess we'll figure that out later. Oh, do I not have... Oh, I don't have enough... Like, the ship as a whole doesn't have enough juice. There we go. Yeah, suck on that. There we go. Hell yeah. That scared our corpulent, but that's fine. Oh, it
Cannot turn it on because you have no available reactor power.
Yeah, I figured it out in the end. Welcome, Beard of Joy.
Man, right from the start you're heading.
Yeah, I've been using a lot. I've been working real hard the last couple weeks and using a ton of stimulants, and I got to go on a detox. I cut out stimulants, no nicotine, no caffeine, and I feel like shit, and my brain does not work. Because usually we do coding streams on this day of the week, whatever day of the week it is. But I am not intelligent enough to do that right now. So we're playing this new game that came out. Oh, fuck it, let's go straight for the Infernal Energy. You find your ship under fire from a malformed cult vessel. Its crew is dead, yet some fiendish force allows it to continue functioning. Not a fiendish force. Oh no. Okay. Immediately, let's lance. What do we lance? Oh yeah, he still can't really hurt us. So we'll lance the shields and then bolt the shields as well. Okay, I got the goodies. Let's get out of here.
It was not sarcasm. You're really heading. You figured it out very quickly for a guy who sees the game for the first time.
Oh, well, in that case, thank you. I am usually pretty quick on the uptake. 24 scrap metal. I played FTL back in the day. So that's part of why I'm picking it up relatively quick, because I'm familiar with the game it's based on. Right. You rush to battle stations as you find yourself assailed by an unidentified warship. It is no longer under the control of a mortal crew, but is instead possessed by a demonic will. Worse still, your intruder alarms begin to blare. Something has arrived on your ship. Please don't arrive all over my deck, the deck of my ship. It creates a slipping hazard. It's really rude. Don't do that. He's gonna beat up the servitor. Servitor versus skeleton. Who wins? Servitor wins. Excellent. Let me just pop on over for a quick visit to their vault. It's hilarious that you can do that. War pick. Ooh. Okay, that's going to go on one of our crewmen, but let's just focus down the shields again, unless... Ooh, these cannons. No, he can't hurt us. Okay. The biggest thing that I've noticed about this game is that it is giving me...
No, Skelly has more DPS.
So he does. Huh. Well, if that's the case, our Corsair is at half health, and the Ghoul may revive as a torso. What the hell? Okay, these guys are still relatively weak, so we'll... Okay, I got a lot to focus on all of a sudden. The shields are down. Let's focus on their... let's lance the core. And there we go. You know what? Because that room is deoxygenated, maybe I should send my... Do these guys... No, they don't need to... This guy does need to breathe, and he's gonna... Should I maybe have... no. Yeah, just send him in. I'm probably gonna regret that later, but... That mean I don't lose my cryofoam because this guy died, right? Okay, get out of there so you don't suffocate. Oh! Bromp just suffocated because I wasn't watching. Crud. Okay, well, rip Gromp. After the explosion, only a few intact supply containers remain. You manage to recover one amidst the wreckage.
No, you lose your cryofoam.
Oh, fuck. Well, that sucks. I've never even had a fire. Okay, we got another oxygen tank at least. That would have saved Gromp if he had one. Too little, too late.
But it's not a big item. Don't worry.
Okay. Let's see. I guess we'll give this guy the oxygen tank. He's the only guy who can take it. And then... Well, unless we want to give it to the servitor so that he can repair evacuated rooms without issue. And then this is a tool, not armor. Oh, we'll give the shield to the stinky guy then. And then Vex Root gets the war axe. And then Mr. Stinky, can I rename him? Yes, I can. Let's rename him to Brat Bro. No? You'll just call him Brap. Alright. Okay, so we need to fix up our ship. Well, I guess we can send the servitor who doesn't need to breathe. Oh, it's, yeah, our oxygen. Our level 2 oxygen system took care of it pretty quick. So let's fix that up before we leave. We'll just take a second to fix that up. There we go. Get everybody back to their stations and warp. Yeah, I'll see a shaman, sure. Well, I should probably do some upgrades. I have 216 scrap. We'll wait until we get to the store. We'll see what they can buy.
Don't forget to close the doors to space.
Yeah, no, that is important. You discover the drifting hulk of a large starship. It looks as if it has been battered for decades by violent tides of subspace energy. A strange glow emanates from within the hulk. It's almost like some kind of space hulk? Oh no, don't say that. We'll get sued. A Games Workshop assault squad kicks down the door and blows me away. You search the hulk and determine the source of the glow. An ancient, ornate casket, likely of machine cult origin, hums with arcane power. You open the casket and discover an unusual relic. That's a psychic item. Okay. Bright webs of malefic lighting suddenly arc out from the casket, and within seconds you find yourself surrounded by a crowd of otherworldly creatures. You retreat back to your ship. Some of the creatures manage to clamber aboard before you get the hatches shut. Okay. Let's close the door. That's the first thing we gotta do. And then let's send somebody to deal with these tentacles. I'll just send these two. We'll be alright. Brat Bro can deal with this tentacle. And actually, no, this guy needs to fix this breach. Right. So I'll deal with this personally. There we go. And you... No, Brat Bro better fight alone. Yeah. Because he's a stinky guy. Alright, that's one tentacle destroyed. The people who don't need to breathe are working on the rifts. Mr. Stinky has taken care of business. What do you mean? Why is the game screaming? Oh. Oh, what are you? Oh, something came through the breach. Okay. Alright, that's all fixed up. Everybody back to their stations. What did we get? Oh, we got the, yeah, but I can't do anything with that. Because we don't have a psychic. Alright, wait for my man to get back to the command throne. There we go, and warp. I just noticed that my guy he's immune to vacuum, but he's still vulnerable to poisonous gas. How does that make sense? You are passing through a vast asteroid field spanning the region when you happen upon a derelict shipyard. Preliminary scans indicate this facility possesses an unusually high level of automation. Let's investigate. You discover the shipyard to be deserted, but strangely well maintained and operational. Perhaps this is a chance to restore your ship to fighting trim.
This totally is not Warhammer 40K. The game has a mechanic where intruders crawl into your ship via breaches.
Our ship is at full health, so let's raid. Shadow Legends, no. You retrieve a quantity of armor plating. Not long after bringing them aboard, you discover that you were deceived. The plates morph into a great number of small, gibbering horrors that begin attacking everything in sight. Oh man, I hate small, gibbering horrors. Okay, let's deal with that. Let's see. You'll target this gibbering horror. You'll target this one. And this one is coming to you, so that's fine. You deal with this. Why are my guys not going where I told them to go? Oh no, he has to pass through there, okay. Yeah, pretty easy to kill. Okay. Oop. Let me warp to the one that's in my chair. Oh, there's one over there too. Okay, you go over there then. Yeah, don't mess with our oxygen. Knock that off. Fucker. Alright. Okay, well maybe don't go in there, because the fart guy was in there. Do I have to manually evacuate that? I think I do. Alright, open the window so the BREP can get out. There we go. Then wait for the fresh air to come back. I don't know how we're making air. I mean, that's a complaint that we share with FTL. It doesn't really make sense that we can create air out of nothing with the life support system. An old supply ship accosts you as soon as you arrive. They hail you, hoping to sell you some goods. Have you ever laid eyes on an Imperial Angel? Some contend they are veiled void abominations, while others insist they're constructs engineered by the Technopriest to impress the Empire's subjects. Yeah, whatever, let's trade. Okay. Gene Soldiers, 70 HP. Okay, he needs a lot of air, but I think, yeah, we can give him an air tank. Ghoul Magus. Rarely, a corpse is charged with such vast amounts of eldritch energies that it gains some semblance of its former intelligence. Okay, that's fucked up. A death cultist. Member of an ancient hermetic order dedicated to the agony of death. Their progenitors were among the first to fall from grace during the Seditio Medicia. Okay, so that guy can use psychic attacks. So this Gene Soldier seems really handy. So I'll grab one of them. Ghoul Magus. So... I guess there's... So this guy can take on a psychic attack. We have this one, which... deals 1 damage, automatically sacrifices the nearest thrall. Interesting. So it's just 1 damage for free that ignores shields. That sounds pretty handy. Transfusion.
15 hit points is too little.
Yeah. You think we should... I mean, we can just keep him away from danger. He is pretty expensive for something so fragile, though. Repair drone, those are handy. Oh, that's 3. Well, if they only want 4 scrap for it, then yeah. Buy all of them. And we don't need repair. We got 139 scrap. You've talked me out of buying any psychics. We'll, maybe in another run we'll get that. Let's sell our magnetic pulse, because I'm probably never going to use that. Sell the blood spear, because we can't use it. There we go. And then we can upgrade. Let me upgrade you. Let's see. Do I want another level of shields? Probably. Why not? And then 2 more reactor units. There we go. Alright, even more protection. You come across an Imperial vessel firing upon a nearby space colony. Life pods stream from the colony in all directions as its former inhabitants try to escape the onslaught. You hear an open broadcast from the Imperial ship. Attention citizens of Colony VE 42.198.
Keep him safe from the spells. Imagine he gets poisoned or attacked by your mind-controlled crew member.
Yeah. Heretical activity has been detected within your ranks, and by command of the Solar Hegemon, your lives are now forfeit. May the Immortal King have mercy on your souls. I don't know. I don't want heresy on my ship. I'll save a few life pods. There's heresy on my ship! This is why we don't help people. You dock with one of the life pods and immediately find yourself under attack by zealots of the war cult. Kill! 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 Yeah, he warped in next to the galaxy gas guys, so good luck with that. Yeah, War Seer, more like Fart Seer. Uh-huh. Yeah, how'd that go for you? High temperatures. High temperatures could be here. I've never been here before. You enter real space just shy of a dangerous sun. Alert tones blare. Enemies have been detected aboard your vessel. A commando, that sucks. Infiltrator, that really sucks. Corsair and Corsair. Okay, this is going to be a hard one. Okay, well, your breathing privileges have been revoked. Let's get a guy on the doors here. We'll send people in here, I think. Well, no, okay, let's send people in here because that's where the problems are. He's gonna fuck up our engines. Okay, you guys go in there and Brat Bro deal with this guy. The game doesn't run very well. It's slowing down a lot. Oh, this is the fucker who doesn't need to breathe, of course. Okay. Don't you dare. At least we only have one thing to focus on. Alright, everyone get in there, beat up that guy. Okay, now we're on fire. Would have been good to have that magic anti-fire thing, but no. Well, we can't have nice things around here. The intruders have been eliminated. You recover some equipment from the remains. 1 repair drop. Okay. Let me warp my happy ass back to my chair. And get the hell out of here before we get set on fire again. You approach the Stargate. Hallowed Shrine Worlds or the Technocult? Waiting for the TTS.
That magic anti-fire thing is one-time use, so there's no need to waste it on a mild case of heat wave.
Yeah. Alright. I, underestimated how easy that would be to deal with in the moment. Your voice is really quiet, at least on my end. Is it overly quiet for you too? Because, oh, you know what? You got my voice, didn't you? Oh, that's messed up. That's supposed to be mine. If you type underscore re-roll exclamation point re-roll underscore voice, you can get a new voice, and hopefully it won't be so quiet. Let's go for the techno cult. It should work.
Hi, I'm Beard of Joy's new voice.
It's still kind of quiet. You arrive at a techno-cult-controlled sector. The priests of the machine cult are defined by their pursuit of knowledge and rationality above all else, though some say many of their kind have taken these ideas too far. Okay, well, if that's not the problem, then what I can do is I can turn down the volume of the game, and I can turn up audio capture. There we go. And then that should make the voices louder. Let's get Brat Bro out of there. Open the window. There we go. Close the doors. Everybody back to stations. Okay, now we in business. Another shrine. I don't really want a shrine. Well, maybe I do want a machine shrine. Being a machine myself, I suppose I had to go to the machine shrine. A possessed warship looms in the distance. Infernal energy streams off the surface of its hull. You are instantly aware of the malefic presence that has possessed its command throne. Okay, well that sucks. Let's lance it. Let's grab the loot. And then once it's lanced, we'll bolt it. What is that? Okay. Oh, that's artillery. Okay, that's bad. I don't really want that. And we missed. All right. I didn't think about the fact. Okay, that guy's not that tough. It figures that I got my super good boarding team. Where is the Gene Soldier? Oh, he's just hanging out. Okay, let's get back. I got my my Brat Bro and my Gene Soldier, and every ship so far has been immune to boarding. Okay, did the lance miss twice? That's great. Okay, let's focus down those shields and load up the beam. And I guess we better turn on the missile. Because we are missing every shot. Okay, that's not ideal. Let's also turn off auto fire so that I can coordinate my cannons. Because we'll need a coordinated shot to take down the shields. Okay. And fire. There we go. Okay, let's beam them. What's the optimal beam deployment? Yeah, the game runs at a really poor FPS. It's really unresponsive. Let's aim it here, I guess. Okay, that caused them some problems. Did not take down their shields, though. Another missile out. We can turn auto fire back on because they're down to 1 pip. Well. Yeah. God damn it, stop missing. Okay, well, they're still at 0, so let's beam. Hey, baby, let's beam. That doesn't make any sense. I apologize. Alright. I don't really... Well, I have 23 missiles, so... Yeah, but he can't really do anything to us, so yeah, we'll lay off on the missiles. For now... beam? Motherfucker. Why is this guy so evasive? Maybe we should be focusing on his engines. Okay, we do not need to be auto-firing because that doesn't accomplish anything. He can't really do anything to us. I never did give the Gene Soldier an air tank, I realize now. Okay, hit him with the beam. No, three damage will end it, so... There we go. Several cargo containers survive the blast intact. Upgrade. Actually, I don't want to upgrade. I want to load out. There we go. Let's see. Who has... Yeah, so we'll take this off the robot and give it to the Gene Soldier. There we go. Let's see. Do I maybe want to give him the axe? I feel like I'm going to give the more badass guy the weapon. There we go. War pick. Let me see your war face. So that gives him +1 DPS and +4 DPS against targets with over 100 max HP. So yeah, he's our champion. Alright. Check out the Machine Shrine. There is a monument to the Machine God here. It bristles with arcane circuitry and ghostly data streams. You make your way inside and locate an active terminal. Pledge yourself to the Machine God. You resolve to pledge yourself to the Machine God. You access the terminal. The divine machine requires precision and thought. Which of these truths governs all systems? Order sustains functions. Confirmed. Incrementing. 2 units malfunction. 1 is repaired. The other is scrapped for parts. How do you justify this? Resources must be optimized. Confirmed. Incrementing. A worker unit sacrifices itself to prevent a system collapse. Do you celebrate its devotion? I mourn its loss. Fuck! The terminal goes dark. I thought it was a trick question.
2.
You're just too late. You are able to make it back to your ship moments before the atmospheric generators cut out. A Technocult warship is waiting for you, weapons primed. Whoopsie. Okay, well, let's lance him. You're gonna have to share a boarding pod with Mr. Stinky. Sorry about that, but that's how it is. Send them to the engines. Oh, these guys. Oh no. These guys seem hardcore. Okay. So let's just focus everything on their shields there. We should be okay. Oh, yeah, fuck your shields. Okay. Never mind on the missile then. Oh. Okay, never mind the never mind. We do need the missile still. What is that? What is that? Oh God, what are you? Oh God! Okay. This might be a problem. Ideally, we would have this guy fighting this guy because he has over 100 HP. But I guess that's not how things work. We can fire our lance again. Okay, no more lance. Switch to the beam. Ooh, I'm a little worried about destroying the ship with my guys. Alright. Oop, get me.
I'm just guessing. Also, truth to be told, I feel embarrassed by having a dedicated voice.
Oh. Yeah, I mean... That's kind of how it is. You can take on the voice of... we have a couple, like, character voices, if you'd feel better with that. It's just how our TTS system works. because I do want to be able, because, you know, a lot of streamers have the chat on screen, like in the VOD archive. I didn't really want to do that, so I set my TTS system up so that different chatters would have different voices, so... it's kind of how it is. Okay, close... Why can't I close the door? Repaired... Oh, my door control is screwed up. Okay, let's fix that. Yeah, I know a lot of people kind of want to be anonymous in chat. You know, a lot of people don't type in chat at all. But I feel like, you know, it's kind of just the strategy of it is that you want, you know... Wait for the TTS.
If you want to keep boarding, I'd visit a shaman and get a bunch of necromancer.
It's alright. I'll endure he hexed.
Then again, there's many nice combos.
Welcome to the stream, Revac01. Thank you for the advice. Yeah, we visited a shaman a while ago, and they didn't have any really good units, so we had to skip out. Yeah. Let's warp to the next one. Sucks that we messed up the event, though. Now we know the right answers. Probably should have powered up my beam first, but that's fine. Or my macro lens, rather. Yeah, the game is running slower and slower as time goes on. There is a destroyed merchant ship here. You are able to scavenge some munitions from the wreck. Yeah, the game is suddenly running at really bad FPS. Is it? Let me check here. Yeah, it's chugging. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game. Hold on. It's all saved, right? Yeah, okay, so I just gotta close it and then reopen it. I hope it's all saved.
Weird. I've never seen that issue before.
Well, I'm on Linux, so my system might be a little bit weird. It's starting up. It's still starting up. There it is. Set up the screen capture again. Void War. There we go. All right. My neck's starting to hurt. Starting to hurt. Come on. Okay, the window is open, but it's just a black screen. There we go. And it restarted its window and moved it, of course. Okay, there we go. Alright, everything's set up. Let's warp.
It's so cool.
Yeah. You find a multitude of wrecks in low orbit around a gas giant, many so low as to be falling into the atmosphere of the planet. You recognize the distinctive hull configurations of both Imperial and Ariokine warships. Search for survivors.
You have to pay other streamers to send a TTS message, if they allow it at all.
Yeah, it was a cool gimmick that I came up with when I was starting out. I felt like giving people their individual voices would give them a little bit of an attachment to the stream, you know? Make them more likely to come back. In spite of harsh radio interference, you discover signs of life from one of the wrecks. Unfortunately, it is in a rapidly decaying orbit. Mounting a rescue operation may incur significant risk of becoming trapped in the gravity well. I don't feel like taking any risks. I'm just going to salvage the wrecks. Salvage the wrecks. A rescue attempt would be too risky. You set your sights on the wrecks orbiting at higher altitude. Perhaps something useful can be recovered from them. You approach the highest orbiting wreck. The salvage operation is uneventful. By the time it concludes, the remaining wrecks have all irrecoverably fallen into the gas giant's atmosphere. Okay, it's probably time to upgrade again. We'll hit the shipyard. An abandoned shipyard floats into view. Let's see, everyone's at full health, so yeah, we'll make another servitor. Whoopee, another servitor. Save. Ooh, we wanted to upgrade. Unless we... Is there a store on our way? Major threat. Okay. Well, our ship is pretty kitted out. We can put more into engines. Yeah, I guess we'll save up for that mechanic, sure. We'll just get super rich before we get there. That's fine by me. I do enjoy being rich. You come upon a militia depot. They are stockpiling munitions after learning of an imminent Imperial invasion. Steal some supplies. You launch an assault sled towards the depot. The defenders are too busy with the interloping raiders to notice. You come away with a number of munitions. Alright. Sensors detect an energy spike at close range. A raider ship appears and initiates a tight beam transmission. That's a nice heap of scrap you're sitting on. They open fire. Yeah, it is pretty nice. Thank you for the compliment. However, you are going to die now. Juice down our epoxy. Juice up our stuff. Send Mr. Stinky and Mr. Bulky into the boarding pod. And then launch the assault sled into... I wish I could get them straight into the... We'll get them in there. Okay. Combat husk. Combat husk. Combat husk, okay. Well, that's simple. The enemy ship is powering up its engines. They are trying to escape. Well, they can knock that off. Okay, bolt cannon. Let's let the bolt cannon kick it. And then we will lance the engine. There we go. Not going anywhere now. And, ooh, are we gonna, ooh, we're about to destroy the ship with our guys on it. Whoops. Okay. Got them out just in time. Whoopsie. Okay, Mr. Stinky goes back in his stink chamber. The contents of the enemy starship are now laid bare. You proceed to strip it of valuable resources. And he stunk up the shield room again. Damn it. He always does that. What? What's beeping? Okay. Alright. Yeah. Brap is the only guy who just regains HP whenever. The rest of us have to wait for the next warp. An abandoned... Yeah. We should heal. All crew restored. There we go. The boys had a little chance to rest. Yeah, we're going for that mechanic. You witness two starships firing upon each other. On one another, rather. One of the ships broadcasts on an open channel. We shall cleanse the Empire of your blasphemies. The other ship broadcasts in response, show us your strength. Fire at the War Cult ship. You move to attack the War Cult vessel. Oh, that guy looks scary. Okay. Ion Tunneler. That's bad. Yeah, this guy is actually pretty threatening. But I think we can manage him. Let's send the Stinky team in. Load. Launch.
Isn't the Empire also a war cult?
Well, I think they are, but they are a cult of things other than war as well, whereas these guys are all in on war, is my guess. Lance the shields. Get fucked. We'll send... Yeah, okay. They've chosen to meet us. That is absolutely fine by me. Let's see how our boys do. Not that well. Yeah, let's get them out of there. Okay. What the hell? I thought you guys were supposed to be super duper badasses. Okay, well, we'll deal with this the old-fashioned way then. Like so. That wasn't so hard. In the aftermath, very little of value survives the devastation. You gather what little can be salvaged.
Is there a way to decrease my TTS volume?
No, I have to decrease it for everybody. There we go. This should be better. There. Let's see. Claymore missile. Hull damage per shot 3. 2 munition cost. Well, we have plenty of munition, so I'll go for that. Without warning...
Thanks.
No problem. Without warning, the Imperial vessel opens fire at you. A cursory scan shows their sensor array was damaged during the fight. They must have mistaken you for their quarry. You turn your ship to engage. Oh boy. 2 for the price of 1. Okay. Interesting. Oh, our lance is out of juice. So we can... And we missed. Fuck. Okay. Beam is ready. As soon as those shields go down, there we go. Okay, this will do the maximum damage. There we go. We missed with our missile. That sucks. Okay. Come on. Ah! Should have concentrated our fire. We didn't. I won't make that mistake again. I wish there was a button to, well, I guess that would make the game too easy, wouldn't it? To make this gun wait until this gun fires, but no, that would be too easy. One more round of that, and they should be done. Well, the bolt gun went off half-cocked. That sucks, but whatever. Yeah, they still can't actually hurt us. And fuck. Mistimed that. Uh-huh. We gotta be more careful with our timing. One thing that it looks like we don't have from FTL is our crew gaining skill. It looks like they don't. Oh, there we go. They don't level up in skill at manning stations. The ship is torn apart, revealing the contents inside. Okay. Plenty of goodies for seeing the mechanic. There we go. A merchant craft darts out from behind the cover of a nearby dust cloud. They open a comms channel. I once crossed paths with a band of cultists calling themselves the Children of Crom. Despite their brutality, they believed in fighting with honor and respecting worthy adversaries. Putrefactor, bolt cannon. We don't really need any other weapon. Yeah. Siege beam. What is this? Oh. That goes in our missile? No, that's a... Okay, that's a whole new system. Alright. Gravy generator. We don't want that. Constructs blood thralls. A strange chamber covered in flesh, frequently found among the ruins of fallen noble houses. They appear to have particular import for certain cultist rituals. Well, I don't think I want any blood thralls, but bombards the enemies with a fast-charging beam weapon. Originally designed to lay waste to planetary fortifications, siege beams are jump-started with chemical energy sources. Okay, well, we got plenty of munitions, so we'll try that. We'll just stick that here. Sigil of Rot. Poison does double damage. Interesting. Call upon a demonic hound. Plus 10 to all machine slaves. To all? Like, what do you mean all? Ah, okay, so these guys have more HP now. Cool. Alright. And then the Sigil of Rot, that'll power up Brap. So why not? And, oh, we did take hull damage, so we'll heal that. And I guess we'll take the Demonic Hound, sure. A sinister emblem with a canid skull, intricately etched in obsidian. Alright. That was pretty productive. So now we should probably upgrade to be able to take advantage of all the extra equipment we just added. There we go. There's our siege beam. Alright. So what, oh, okay. Ah! Wait. Okay, that's not something I have to activate. This is something I have to activate, I assume. Alright, next battle we'll call upon the Hound and see what he does. Alright, major threat, why not? That does look pretty major.
It's Augments.
You detect an unknown pattern of technocult vessel. Sensors indicate unusual energy fluctuations emanating from its reactor. Before you can react, it locks onto your ship and arms its weapons. A masked visage appears on your view screen. Flesh signals stable. Ion resonance stabilized. Experimental process has been initiated. Commencing sequence. That sounds ominous. Let's lance him. And what else? I guess we'll send Thyzak over. I don't know. I'm kind of souring on Thyzak. He seems like when we send him over, he never accomplishes anything. What do you mean deployed? What does that mean? Where are we dropping? Oh, that looks threatening. Oh, they have a med bay like in FTL. I guess we'll hit whatever this thing is. What is this thing? Heavy siege beam. Oh. Huh. That's a lot siegier than our siege beam. Okay, well. We're probably gonna die, I think. Oh no, the Seal Cerberus does nothing. Okay. Oh, there's my Demonic Hound. A ravenous hunter that revels in bloodshed. Occasionally subject to worship by feral tribes and other short-lived follies. Okay. It's always the guy with the more HP always fights the stinky guy, and not the guy who gets a damage bonus against guys with high HP. You ever notice that? Let's lance him again. Yeah, and our beam did nothing because I didn't bring the shields down first. Whoops. Ooh, Brap died. Whoops. Isaac was about to. Oh, he might still. Oh, well, there goes the siege beam.
You might be able to switch them around.
Well, I tried that and it didn't seem to work. Man, they're doing a number on our shields. We should probably be missiling as well. Extreme energy. That sounds bad. I do not want any extreme energy. Let's see here. Okay. There goes our missiles. You know, I realize now that I never gave anybody those, I guess we don't need our doors. Those repair drones. Well, so long as we can keep their shields down, we should be able to deal with them. And we do seem to be able to keep their shields down, so...
They hit Thizak's room.
Ah, fuck. Well, rip Thizak. Okay, that does suck, but... Shield charger. Oh, well. Yeah, you can keep powering up your shield charger as much as you want. Your shields are busted, buddy. Ah, yeah, we're gonna win this. We lost 2 guys, but I don't know. The guys we lost kind of sucked anyway. Arcs of ion energy spiral through the enemy vessel as it crumples. You manage to recover something functional before the rest disintegrates. A survivor, a hex priest, emits projectile that prevents target system from being repaired for 20 seconds. That sounds really good. He's resistant to suffocation and poison. Yeah, I'll take the survivor, sure. Your first job is to fix up our door. Being a machine priest doesn't help him fix anything any faster, I notice. Alright, fix that up. I'll probably call it when we get to the next Stargate. There we go. I guess he can hang out there, sure. We'll have that be his station. Oh, there's the next Stargate. Okay. You approach the Stargate. So are we going to a war cult sector? The Ariokine Dominion? Or the Raider clan worlds? I think I still am a Raider, for what that's worth. Probably nothing. So sure, we'll go there. You arrive at the Great Clan Worlds, fabled home of the Corsair Lords. Its existence is known only to a select few. Fewer still are those who have learned its location and lived to tell the tale. Well, alright. That's enough for tonight. Let's look for somebody to raid. To those who are new to the channel, I appreciate you visiting. If you could hit the follow button if you want to see anything that... see my next... My brain is melting. See the next stream. If you want to see it, click button. Hit follow button.
It's been a great stream.
Thank you for the follow, Pyro Assassin. Next stream will be Monday. We'll be getting back to Marathon Mondays. So that'll be fun. But until then, let's raid into Tomoe Umare. Raid Tomoe Umari. I think that's how you spell that. Yes, it is. Have fun with the horse lady, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.
That sounds tired. You're in the military. You run on rage, nicotine, and caffeine. I do not use nicotine. Hold on there.